in the shadowed depths of St. Euthanasia, where no one dies, Nurse Nancy found herself waking to a world transformed under the moon's pale glow. The hospital, silent as a tomb, was alive with an eerie energy that crept through the vents and seeped into the very walls. The undying patient lay in bed 302, his eyes open wide beneath the thin curtain of white hair. His skin was cold, almost deathly, yet his breaths were steady and deep. Nancy approached cautiously, her heart pounding with a mix of fear and duty. "Good morning," she whispered, though there was no reply. She checked his vital signs, pulse, temperature, blood pressure, and found them all within normal range, except for one, an unnatural glow beneath the skin, pulsating softly like the heartbeat of a creature long forgotten. Dr. Dark stood in the doorway, his presence as chilling as the night outside. His eyes were shadowed pools of darkness, and his smile was a cruel twist that sent shivers down Nancy's spine. "Good morning, nurse," he said in a voice that seemed to ripple through the air like the surface of a stagnant pond. "How is our little guest?" Nancy forced herself to speak, her voice trembling slightly. "As always, doctor. He's as stable as can be." Dr. Dark chuckled softly, his laugh echoing off the sterile white walls. "Stable? You mean alive? The undying patient, how many more days does he have left before we consider him truly dead?" Nancy hesitated, her mind racing. She knew what he was asking, but she couldn't bring herself to say it out loud. "Doctor," she whispered finally, he's been here for years." A silence fell over the room, heavy and oppressive. The air seemed to grow colder, and Nancy felt a creeping sense of dread as Dr. Dark turned away from her, his back stiff with an unnatural rigidity. In the darkness, something stirred beneath the bed, a low, guttural sound that made Nancy's blood run cold. She glanced at the undying patient, but he remained still, eyes closed in a peaceful slumber, or so she thought. Dr. Dark suddenly spun around, his gaze locking onto Nancy with an intensity that sent chills down her spine. "I have a new assignment for you, nurse," he said in a voice as cold as ice. "You are to take care of him until further notice." Nancy's heart raced. She couldn't do this. She couldn't stay here, trapped in this nightmare of a hospital where no one dies. You can't make me stay," she stammered. Dr. Dark raised an eyebrow, his expression unreadable. "Can't I? After all, Nurse Nancy, we are all just playing parts in someone else's twisted game." As he walked away, the unnatural glow beneath the undying patient's skin grew brighter, and a low, almost haunting song began to sing from the shadows of the room. Nancy tried to scream, but no sound would come out. In the darkness, she could feel the eyes of the undying patient watching her, glowing with an otherworldly light. And in the silence that followed, she knew that she was trapped here forever, in a nightmare where no one dies, and the very air itself was alive with fear. The song grew louder, more insistent, as if mocking Nancy's helplessness. And then, As abruptly as it began, it ceased, leaving nothing but an oppressive silence, and the flickering light of the hospital room that seemed to mock her trapped existence. Nancy turned away from the undying patient, her eyes fixed on the door behind Dr. Dark. She could hear his footsteps echoing through the halls, growing louder with each step, until he was finally out of sight. In the darkness that followed, she knew that she was alone. And in this nightmarish hospital where no one dies, she would be forced to live with her nightmare forever.